Hey guys, good morning. All right, so welcome back to the Habits and Humor Group. I'm Susie B. I'm your personal trainer. I'm your habits coach. I'm the person who's going to help you to, just do the little things. Just the little things are what matter most when it comes to improving your health. Last week, we talked about the first 4 instant habits. If you missed that, go ahead and check that out. Instant habits are simple, tiny little things that you can instantly put into your life that make a difference over time. It might not feel like, this doesn't really matter today, but if you consistently do these things, it makes all the difference in the world. And we're talking about total health here. We're not just talking about one aspect of health or another. These things range from mental health to physical health to nutrition to fitness. All of the different aspects are covered here when it comes to improving your total health. Holistically, we want to talk about all this stuff together because as you're working on simple, small little things in each piece, it makes a huge difference overall in the way that you feel, the way that you look, the way that you're able to move, and what you're able to do with your incredible body and your amazing life. That's what I want to help you guys here with today. The first 4 habits were waking up and drinking water. So instant habits are things that you pair with other things you're already doing. You're going to couple your habit that you want with something that you already do in a day. So you wake up every day. Every day you wake up. And by increasing your water intake, you will always improve your fitness. So the moment you wake up, drink some water. The second habit was affirmations while getting ready. If you talk to yourself and you have a positive relationship with yourself consistently, you have more confidence. You have more connection with what your body and your mind need to tell you, what the world is telling you, what the universe is speaking to your soul. If you have that deep connection with your mind, body, and soul together every day, you're able to really know what you should be spending your time doing. The third one was blind balance and brushing teeth. This is one of my very favorite exercises ever. It prevents so much injury in the lower body, and it improves balance, which is one thing that just goes away naturally on its own as we age. So about every 10 years, we want to be able to do something that improves our balance just to combat what's happening over time. The fourth one was push-ups and getting dressed. Every single morning when you get dressed, just do some push-ups, however many that is for you. Maybe you can do 2, maybe you can do 20, maybe you can do 50. Whatever that is, take 20, 30, 60 seconds and just do a couple of push-ups before you get dressed, every time you get dressed. These instant habits are things that you pair with stuff in your life you're already doing because then you don't have to think about it. They're instantly built into your day. You don't have to plan time for it. You don't have to buy equipment. You don't have to go out and have some membership or some product. This is just things that you can do in your life as it is at this moment. All right, so moving on to habit number 5. This is one that I know all of us can do because all of us have a door. Oh, a door? What are we talking about? This next one is called doorway stretches. I want you to pick a doorway in your home that you walk through every day, at least once, if not twice, 3 times. For me, I choose my master bedroom or the doorway from my kitchen to my garage. I pick one of those 2 because every time I leave the house, I go through I go through that one towards the garage. And every time I leave my bedroom, which is where my office is, I come in and out of my office a lot throughout the day. So this is one that I can remember to do. What you're going to do is you're just going to put your arms up in like a goalposts position here when you walk through the doorway. And you're going to put your elbows or your wrists out on the door frame, depending on how wide your door frames are. Put your hands up on the door frame. And as you walk forward, you're just going to walk forward, and that's going to open up your chest muscles and stretch out these muscles on the front, your pecs and where they connect to your shoulders, your delts, all those good things. Those muscles get really tight throughout the day. Most of us spend a lot of time doing things forward. We write forward, we type forward, we eat forward, we drive forward. And so what we need some backward. These muscles get used a lot, and so they get really tight and short. And if we don't, I'm not sure what just happened there. Okay. Hopefully we're still live. I don't know. If you're here, chat in the comments if you're still seeing me. Okay, cool. So what we need to do is just walk through the door frame, open up those chest muscles. So you're going to put your hands up on the door frame as you walk forward, lean forward into it. This will help you do it. Loosen up and stretch out those chest muscles. Key frame rate is low. I don't know what that means, but we're just going to keep rolling. All right, so the next one, that's habit number 5. Every time you walk through that door, just put your arms up, hold it for 10, 20, 30 seconds, and then on with your day. Doorway stretches. Super powerful, super easy, super simple to do. But again, this is going to improve your posture. This is going to relieve some neck tension and just if you get headaches a lot, this is a really good one for you. It realigns your spine, improves your posture, helps you just to stretch out the muscles that are tight. All right, the next one we're going to work on is habit number 6. This one we're going to say is drink and drive, but we're not going to say drink and drive. We're going to say drink water and drive. Every time you get in the car, I want you to take a water bottle with you. To remind myself to do this when I needed to improve my water intake, I would keep a water bottle right next to my keys. Now I just keep a whole stack of them in my garage, and my husband puts them in the glove compartment in his truck. So just keep water in the car. And every single time you're in the car, I want you to drink the whole water bottle before you get out of the car. I don't care if you're driving a mile, an hour, it doesn't matter. Take a water bottle with you, and in the car while you're driving, drink the whole water bottle. Some of you are thinking, oh, but then I'll have to make pit stops. Listen, if your car runs out of gas, you're going to stop and get gas, and you're not going to be mad about it. It's the same thing for your body. It's okay to plan a pit stop when you need it. It's fine. What does it take? 5 minutes? You can do 5 minutes on your road trip. I promise it's worth it. So every time you get in the car, grab a water bottle and drink it while you're in the car. This again, hydration helps everything. It helps you to curb appetites and cravings. If you feel like you're just hungry all the time, or if you're craving sugar all the time, this is a really good one. It helps balance that blood sugar, which also helps balance your hormones and improves your metabolism. Your metabolism is the processes of, processing things in your body. And so this increases the speed of every process your body can do. Every single thing your body does needs water. And if you increase your water intake, everything it does can go faster, more efficient, more effective. Water, 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 water. Another aspect of this is it clears your mind. It really helps, especially when you're in a seated position. A lot of your blood flows down to your feet and then stays there. But if you have a lot of water intake, then your blood is able to flow faster and it doesn't quite have that same effect. So it's able to run all the way from your feet, clear back up to your brain. And that is what clears that brain fog, is when you get that water flowing to your brain and you get that oxygen. So every time you get in your car, take a water bottle. Before you get out of the car, drink that water bottle. Number 7. This one is also one for the car. A lot of us spend a lot of time in the car, whether we're picking up kids or we're driving to commute to work or whatever it is, we spend a lot of time in the car. So here's one that you can do to improve your posture, relieve headaches, and just increase upper body strength. And again, that posture is just so important. Your posture also affects your digestion and your brain fog, all of that kind of stuff. What happens when you have bad posture is your brain or your spine gets put at an less than ideal angle. So there's a little bit of strain that happens there through your cervical spine. And that prevents all that flow from happening, like we just talked about. So one thing you can do is bring that neutral spine back. And how we're going to do that is we're going to improve your posture by using what I call the double chin and drive. This is habit number 7, double chin and drive. You're going to take your head, you're going to put your head back against your headrest. Press your head straight back. Don't lean back like this. Just press your head. It's almost like you're taking your chin back into the back of the headrest, which is why I call it the double chin and drive, for obvious reasons here. So you're going to bring your head straight back into your headrest. If you have a stupid car headrest that leans forward and pokes you in the back of the head, I've had those. Just take the headrest out. You can just push the little button, pull your headrest all the way out, turn it around, and put it back in. That way, instead of leaning in towards the back of your head, it will lean away from the back of your head. So then you can push yourself to lean back even further. So you're going to take your head and you're going to press your head back against the headrest of your car. Create your double chin while you drive. Holding this for about 30 to 60 seconds every time you drive seriously resets your cervical spine. It helps with that forward head posture that, again, most of us have because we do everything forward. So it just resets your posture and your spine to where it wants to be, to where it should be, to where it needs to be in order for that blood flow to happen. Again, this will improve your blood flow. This will increase the amount of oxygen that get to your brain, which decreases brain fog. This will improve your clarity of thought. This will improve your mood. This will improve your posture, which again helps with digestion and all those other things we've already talked about. So many benefits on this one, you guys. So double chin and drive. Just press your head back against the headrest for 30 to 60 seconds while you drive. So many benefits, so many benefits. And again, this is one of those things you do while you're doing something you're already doing. You're going to be in the car. You're going to be driving at some point. Just press your head back. It takes 60 seconds. It takes 30 seconds. You got time for this, I promise. Habit number 8 is veggies and sugar. Most of us want sugar but need veggies, correct? There's no benefit to simple sugar in the body. There's just absolutely no benefit. And so what it does is it just stores it away in places where it shouldn't be. Your body's like, oh, we don't need this, so let's just pack it in somewhere. It can line along your blood vessels, which can increase the risk of heart attack. It can line along your arteries. It can line along all sorts of organs and necessary amazing things in your body and slow your processes down. We don't want that. So what we want to do is pair veggies and sugar together. So again, most of us want sugar, but we need more veggies. Vegetables, on the other hand, your body can process every single part of a vegetable. Every single piece can be used. Vegetables, they often say, are calorie neutral because you consume as many calories as you use to process those calories, meaning everything you put in that's from a vegetable gets used. There's no waste, there's no fat storage, there's none of that other stuff that happens with so many other, food products. So what we want to do is increase our vegetable intake so that our body can use the nutrients we're giving it. Use the nutrients. Your body can use every single piece of a vegetable. So use it. Increase your vegetable intake, decrease your sugar intake by using this habit. Here's what you do. Before you can eat a little tiny serving of sugar, we're going to say a thumb-sized serving of sugar, you got to eat a fist-sized serving of veggies. So if you're willing to eat this much veggies, then you can give yourself this much reward. If you're not willing to eat this much veggies, don't give yourself that much sugar. Simple as that. If you're about to eat, a cookie or something like that that's bigger than that, then eat 3 servings of vegetables before you have that sugar. Again, what this does is, first of all, prevents you from overeating. This is a huge portion control container. So if you are like me, and as soon as you start sugar, you just want to binge and go nuts, this will help you keep that sugar under control. Because you can still give yourself the reward. You don't have to say, okay, I'm going cold turkey, I'm never going to eat sugar again. That's not realistic. Nobody's going to stick to that, and you're going to be frustrated and you're going to quit at some point. I don't want you to quit. I want you to set yourself up for success. So give yourself some goodness before you give yourself some not so goodness. Again, your body can use tiny amounts of simple sugars. It doesn't need it because you want complex carbohydrates instead. Your body can absolutely use and must have complex carbohydrates. But sugars are simple carbs. They will get used about a thumbnail size of your sugar, of your whatever you're eating. You need about a thumbnail portion size to make a difference. Those of you that have heard my podcast about the time that I passed out in the choir concert, in order for me to come back from being totally unconscious, I had no blood sugar going to my brain. And so my body literally passed out. It went unconscious like, hey, we're done here. There's no room left at the end because the brain does not have what it needs. To wake my brain back up and reconnect my brain to my body, I needed 1 sip of orange juice. 1 sip. That's about a thumbnail size, you guys. We don't need a lot of simple sugar to make a difference for our body. Your brain does absolutely need sugar to exist, to process, to work, but doesn't need a lot. So portion those 2 things out and pair them together. If you eat this much veggies, then you can have this much sugar. If you want to eat more than this much sugar, then eat more than this much veggies. If you're not going to eat the veggies, then just don't have the sugar. You can do this. Commit those 2 things to be paired together. If you don't do this, you can't have this. If you do want this, then do this first. You will always, always, always benefit from this. You will love that you have a reward system built in. So this will be really good for that craving center of the brain that wants that sugar. But it will also be really good for the rest of the human body here. Be able to be in control and enjoy yourself at the same time. Healthy and happy. I often talk about how powerful it is to bring those two things together. Enjoy your life and improve your life at the same time. All right, the next one, the second to last one, is number 9. Shin taps and sitting. A lot of us sit. We spend a lot of time sitting at work, in the car, at dinner, on the couch, wherever. Most of us will sit many times a day. If while you're sitting, you can create a habit that you can do subconsciously, and you don't really have to think about it, then you can improve all sorts of things while you're sitting. This exercise is called shin taps. And again, it's one of those awesome injury preventers. I'm going to have you guys do it right here, right now. You're going to keep your heels on the floor and you're just going to tap your shins or tap your toes up and down like this. If you do this for 30 to 60 seconds, you'll feel the muscle on the front of your shin start to warm up, start to get burning. You'll start to really feel that thing working. And depending on the day, you'll feel it in different areas. Sometimes you might feel it low, down by your ankle. Sometimes you might feel it high, up towards your knee. This exercise works to wherever your body needs it to work. It's amazing. If you've ever had shin splints, you know how painful that is and how that just wrecks your ability to exercise. It's really hard to heal shin splints without giving them rest. And so we want to prevent those babies. Every single time you start a new workout plan, you should increase your shin tapping. Again, this is one you can do every single day. So you're going to tap your toes up and down. Keep going, you guys. I hope you're still doing this. Tapping your toes up and down like this for about 60 seconds. You'll feel those shin muscles start to warm up. Shin splints are when your calf gets really strong and starts to flex a lot. It pulls that muscle that goes around your whole bottom of your leg backwards. And that muscle actually starts to tear away from your shin bone. That's what shin splints are. It's your muscles separating from your bones. We don't want that. So we're going to strengthen the front of that muscle so that when this muscle contracts, this one also contracts and they stay equal and they stay balanced. This is just a muscle balance technique. Again, increasing or decreasing the risk of injury, increasing the blood flow, increasing ankle strength, knee strength, all of those things, and increasing blood flow. So that blood that I talked about that sometimes gets stuck down in your feet, this one will help pump it back up to the rest of your body. Shin taps while you're sitting. Again, 60 seconds while you're doing something you don't even have to think about. Do it. I promise. It makes a difference. And the last one of our 10 instant habits, I told you guys I'd keep it under 15 minutes. Here we are. It's called pose and pray. A lot of us are spending some time in prayer or meditation or something like that. If you're not, I highly recommend adding this to your life. Just a few minutes, just 30 seconds even, where you can just take a moment and be grateful for what happened today, where you can take a moment and reflect on the day. Whether this is in the morning and start your day with that reflection and that positive affirmation, or you could do this at the end of the day or any other time during the day. But I do it in the morning and I do it at night. And while I'm praying, I like to be in a yoga pose that is called prayer pose. So what you do is, there's 2 different ways to do it. You can put your arms straight up on your bed. I pray next to my bed. And so I put my arms straight up onto my bed and I just drop my head and shoulders, or I drop my head down below between my shoulders. And I rest back on my knees. So I'm kneeling, my arms are up on my bed, and I rest my hips towards my heels, and I drop my head down between my elbows. This is, again, really good to stretch these muscles, to activate those muscles so that you get that front to back balance. So chest muscles relax a little bit, upper back muscles strengthen a little bit, and you really get deep into those rotator cuffs. This is another injury preventer. Rotator cuffs are another one of those things that just, it doesn't age well. And so every 10 years, your rotator cuffs just start to get a little bit less supported. So this is one of those things that really helps strengthen that again. And it improves your low back. If you have low back tension a lot, this is a really good one for releasing that low back tension. Hip tightness, hip flexor tightness, all these things. Tons and tons of benefit to this pose. So check that out. If you want to go deeper into the prayer pose, you can go all the way down to the floor, into child's pose. There's a bunch of different ones you can do. But anyway, pick a yoga pose that is a good stretch for you. It doesn't even matter what it is. It doesn't have to be prayer pose. You could do warrior 2 if you want. Whatever you want. Just pick a pose, breathe through it, and do that while you're praying or meditating. This will connect your mind and your body. So your body is getting some good solid feels on those stretches, and your mind is getting some good solid release from your meditation or your prayer. So this little mind-body connection we're making here is relaxation, which helps decrease stress, which helps increase that mind-body connection, that mind-body-soul connection, and it all connects back in through your breath. So as you're holding this pose, as you're praying or meditating, continue taking those deep breaths. Connect those three things together, and I promise you this one will be really, really good for your physical and mental health. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. That was your 10 instant habits for total health. If you are busy, if you feel like you cannot fit in health, check these things out. I don't recommend starting with all 10 because 10 is a lot. I do recommend reading over this list and listening to the 3 that speak out to you. There's going to be 3 that jump out that are like, oh, that's the one I need. Or, oh, that one sounds really nice. Pick 3, be consistent with those 3 for a solid 2 months. You guys know my 1, 2, 3 system. 1, pick a focus. Your focus is your physical health or your mental health. 2, you want to do 2 solid months of consistency doing those 3 daily habits. These are instant habits that you can build right into your life starting today. I know the power of these things and I know how impactful they are, but what I know doesn't matter to you. You need to know it for yourself. So don't just listen to what you're learning today, live it. Take the information I just gave you and actually use it. I promise this will make a difference. You will feel differently, and both mentally and physically, you'll just have some awesome, incredible changes. Some really super powerful tools in your toolbox that you can depend on, that you can count on. That's what habits are. There's things that you can use while you may or may not need them, but you probably will need them in the future. So if you build them today, start today, whether you're feeling great or terrible, doesn't matter. Start small. Start today. Start now. And instantly couple these things up. When you wake up, you drink water. When you drive, you press your head into the headrest. Simple daily actions that you can take that really don't take any time, but make a massive difference to your health. This is absolutely worth it, you guys. I promise these kind of things will help you. So give it the time, give it the effort, and just start. Start today. You don't have to be perfect at it. You don't have to be really good at it from day one. Just get going. I promise it will make a difference. And if you guys need help with this, please know that the Habitize Health program closes. The doors are closing on Saturday. Habitize Health is a 9-week program to help you master your healthy habits. It's the whole point of this thing. We're going to help you simplify the process of health down. You're being fed so much information all the time. Hey, you need this product. Hey, you need this. Hey, you need that. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to stop doing this. You need to stop doing that. Way too complicated. Way too much information. So we're going to take it down. You're going to pick 3 things like we just talked about. We're going to pick 3 habits you're going to work on. You're going to pick them for yourself. Water, exercise, sleep, balance, mental health habits, affirmations, pose and pray. One of these 10 habits could be one of your 3. Pick these things. We're going to pick 3 habits that you're going to start, and we're going to be consistent with them for 9 weeks. You'll have accountability every single week in 2 different ways. You'll have daily habit tracking that is super fun. I'm announcing something on Thursday about this super fun habit tracking. It's a program that I have been using in a course I've been taking for a couple of months. And the whole point of it is to constantly reward you for every single effort you make. It's so fun. I want you guys to get addicted to progress. I want you guys to get addicted to the process of changing and making yourself better, because it's totally worth your time. All right, guys. So if you want to check out Habitize Health, it's on the website, susiebhabits.com/habitize, or susiebhabits.com, click on coaching at the top of the page, and then find Habitize there. I will also drop the link here in the comments. And if you are wanting these 10 healthy habits, you can get them for free on that same website. Susie B Habits, it's the very top of the main page. susiebhabits.com, SUZIBhabits.com. It's the very first thing at the top of the page. You just enter your email address and you'll get sent the document. Okay, 10 instant habits. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And as Habitize Health is launching this week, I have brought in a whole slew of amazing, incredible expert guests. They're going to come on and they're going to help you guys with things like hormones, things like healthy cooking, things like gut health, things like, what else? Balancing those hormones, weight loss and fitness, all these different things. So we've got all this stuff covered and all these different people that can help you. They're coming in here. You get to have a recording with them. They're going to just talk about what they do and how they teach it and teach you guys some super awesome, incredible things. And then you get to have a Q&A session with them. Live Q&A. You get to pick these people's brains. These are highly sought after people and they're willing to give you their time because they want to help you. Awesome, awesome people that I've loved creating relationships with, that I've met over the past year. And I just, wanted them to collaborate with me on this program, and they absolutely were all in, and they're like, yes, absolutely. I love the idea of habitizing the process of health, because if you can habitize it, then you don't have to think about it so much. Once it moves into your subconscious, you can do these things daily on autopilot. Imagine that for just a minute. What would that feel like if you were eating healthy, exercising, sleeping, practicing balance, stretching, improving your mental health, connecting with yourself, mind-body connection, improving your posture? What if you were doing all that stuff every single day on autopilot without thinking about it? It's absolutely possible. Absolutely possible. And I should tell you that one of the bonuses in the Habitize Health program is that instant habit. So we're going to build 3 consistent habits, and then about halfway through the program, we instigate the instant habits. And I'm going to teach you guys something called the 60-second magical minute. And this is a game changer for you. If you feel like you are struggling with the routine, like your routine is very up and down, and some days you have time to work out, some days you don't, this instant habit hack is huge. And this is one of the bonuses that we build into week 6. So know that there's a ton of value in this program, and you're getting 8 phenomenal guests. I'm going to give you more information about those guests all week long as I'm coming in here live with every single one of them. So you're going to meet these guests on the Habits and Humor group. Meet them, get to know how they're going to teach you, what they're going to teach you. And if that is valuable to you, get in here. The most important thing you can do with your health is be consistent. I'm going to say that again. The most important thing you can do with your health is be consistent. Whatever the goal is, whether you want to lose weight or gain weight or improve your strength or decrease your pain or rehab an injury, whatever it is, if it has to do with your health, consistency is the key to success. And if you can be consistent for just 2 months, which is what we're going to do in here, we're going to keep you consistent. You're going to get that accountability 2 different ways, with a coach and with a partner. You're going to have daily habit tracking that's not going to overwhelm you. It's 3 things. We're going to pick 3. Remember, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it possible. And we're going to help you habitize it so that it moves to the back of your mind and you don't have to think about it anymore. We're going to build this into your lifestyle. People that have gone through this program know once you know this stuff, you don't unlearn it. It doesn't go away. Once your brain is rewired, it's that way forever. You will be thirsty every time you drive. You will want to do those push-ups every time you change your clothes. Every time you do certain things in your life, you're going to just have that health built in. It's going to be automatic, much like blinking. You don't think about blinking. Occasionally you do. If you get something in your eye or something, or if it's a really bright day, you'll blink a lot more. But for most of the time, it's a habit. For most of the time, your brain just does it for you. Use your brain the way that it wants to be used. We're going to create those patterns in 9 weeks or less so that you can succeed daily. Being consistent, feeling great, looking great, doing the things we know we want to do, and we're actually going to do it. If that's something you've struggled with in the past, get in here. Habitize Health will help you do exactly those things. All right, you guys, tune in every single day this week to find our guests. We're going live every day with the guests between 8:40. Most of them will be at 8:40 or 9:40 a.m. So our first guest today is Amruti, and she is awesome. She's a hormone expert and nutritionist, all these good things. So tune in about 5 minutes and listen to what she's got to say. She's our first guest that's coming on this week to go live with us, and she will be one of our teachers, one of our experts in the Habitize Health program. She's awesome. You guys are going to love learning from her. If hormones is something that you struggle with, especially for those of us, this program is built for women who are the ages of 30 to 60 because of that hormone change. There's so much that goes on that changes everything about health and fitness between the ages of 30 and 60. So that's who these experts are. That's what this program is focused towards. The most important part of this is that consistency. We will keep you on track. If this is something you've struggled with like 80,000 billion% of the rest of us, we're going to stay consistent. We're going to keep you daily tracking your habits, keeping it simple, keeping it possible. We're going to keep you enjoying it with this built-in reward system that we're going to talk more about on Thursday. And we're going to keep you moving forward. You're going to have support. You're going to have accountability. You're going to be able to trust yourself because you're going to learn how simple it can be. All right, guys, that's what we're doing this week. Doors close Saturday, so if you want to get in here, check out that website. The link is right here in the comments, and I will see you in there. If you have any questions or if you're like, I don't know if this is right for me, reach out to me. We can do a quick 15-minute chat and just decide if it would help you. All right, guys, if you have any questions, send me a message, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Have a fabulous week, and I hope to see you in Habitize Health starting Monday. See you guys.